everyone. My name is Parampreet Kaur and I am here again with one sample answer of one more cue card. So the cue card topic for today is describe an interesting conversation that you had with an old person. So there are three cues that are given along with this cue card. The first cue is describe the person with whom you had the conversation. That means you need to talk about that very particular person with whom you had the conversation. So this person could be your brother. And the second cue is mention the location where it happened with the person. That means you need to talk about that particular location, whether it was in the house, in the garden, or anywhere. Then the third cue is explain the conversation you had with the person. So you need to mention the particular conversation as well, that whether he gave you motivation or he gave you a lesson. So it could be anything. So you need to cook up the story out of these three cues that are mentioned along with this cue card. Well, let's begin with the sample answer. So our answer goes like, well, I am an extrovert and I like to talk to people from various walks of life. Extrovert is a person who likes to be surrounded by people, who likes to talk a lot. He's really outgoing. And walks of life means the person from different background, different field, or different area of life that it relates to a person's occupation or position within the society. Then comes here, I'm going to talk about the conversation that I had with my grandfather, which influenced my life in an optimistic way. So, optimistic way means in a very positive way. Optimistic relates to positive. Then, a moment or an event can change our lives. This saying was only a concept for me before I received the results of prelim exams of my 12th grade in school. A moment or an event can change our lives means एक particular event हमारी जिंदगी को बदल सकता है, right? It is a phrase that you can add. So I was a happy go lucky type of person and was not so much dedicated to my studies despite the constant prodding from my parents and relatives. Happy go lucky kind of person who is unconcerned about his future. मैं एक happy go lucky type of person था, मतलब मैं बहुत ही ज्यादा खुशनुमा पर्सन था और मैं ज्यादा सिचुएशंस को लेकर परेशान नहीं होता. सो प्रोडिंग मीन्स परसुएडिंग. मुझे मेरे पेरेंट्स कह भी रहे थे बट स्टिल मैं ज्यादा डेडिकेटेड नहीं था अपनी स्टडीज को लेकर. Then is I knew that it was an important year of my life as it would decide my future career. Still, I was taking it casually and failed my preliminary examination. I was a bit down in the dumps and I started cursing myself. Down in the dumps means feeling very sad, depressed, and frustrated. And I started cursing myself means curse karna apne aap ko bura bhala कहना. I couldn't look into the expectant eyes of my parents. Now, expectant eyes means when someone's expectant, they are anticipating something good, eagerly awaiting for it. यहाँ पे expectant eyes का means उम्मीद से देखना. Seeing this, my grandfather understood the situation. He is a very sensible person. I would love to describe him as a loving and caring individual. Now, seeing this, my grandfather understood the situation means इसे देखते ही मेरे grandfather को पूरी situation समझ आ गई. He came to me in my room, sat with me, and explained to me that nothing was lost because I still had 45 days more to prepare. And if I look at the time, it would be enough for me to get better results. He told me numerous inspiring means motivating. He told me numerous inspiring stories of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, who burnt midnight oil to achieve success in their lives. I was thrilled by these stories. So, inspiring means motivating. Burnt midnight oil means a person who reads or works late into the night. Thrilled means feeling of great excitement. Not only this, but also he told me stories of his own life, of leaving no stone unturned and trying every endeavor to accomplish his goals, aims, desires, ambitions. He asked me to take a pragmatic approach in life. Now, leaving no stone unturned means कोई भी ऐसा effort नहीं था जो उन्होंने ना किया हो. And trying every endeavor to accomplish. Now, endeavor means effort. Accomplish means to achieve. Goals, aims, desires, ambition, these are the synonyms. He asked me to take a pragmatic approach. Pragmatic means practical approach. He restored my confidence and gave me the motivation to do as best as I could. I came to know the value of hard work that day. I started putting in great efforts every single day. I strove hard. After that, with only one goal in mind, that was clearing my 12th standard with flying colors. Now he restored my confidence means उन्होंने मेरा आत्मविश्वास मुझ में दोबारा से भर दिया. I came to know the value of hard work. I started putting in great efforts. Putting in means ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा efforts मैंने अपने डालने start किए. Strove hard means worked hard. Flying colors means with distinction. बहुत अच्छे से पास किया मैंने अपना 12th standard. I changed my attitude from that moment and worked my best in those 45 days before my final board exam. I was a little skeptical about the result, but I scored distinction in my 12th grade. I was really happy on that day and I took blessings from my parents and I conveyed my gratitude towards my grandfather. Gratitude means thanks. Shukrana. Had he not handled me well on that day, I wouldn't have got a good result, which was the stepping stone for my career. अगर उन्होंने मुझे अच्छे से हैंडल ना किया होता तो मैं अच्छे रिजल्ट ना लेकर आया होता जो कि मेरी जिंदगी में एक स्टेपिंग स्टोन मीन्स समथिंग दैट हेल्प्स यू गेट और अचीव समथिंग जब कोई चीज आपको कोई चीज पाने में हेल्प कर दे दैट इज अ स्टेपिंग स्टोन. I learned to be sincere and proactive about my studies, and all this happened just because of my grandfather's guidance. Proactive means जब कोई आगे सिचुएशन आ रही है या कोई ऐसी प्रॉब्लम आ रही है बट हम उसे पहले ही एक्टिवली रह के ठीक कर रहे हैं उसको डील कर रहे हैं. So I learned to be sincere and proactive about my studies, and all this happened just because of my grandfather's guidance. From that event, I scored well throughout my graduation. This is all about my cue card.